Whoa! Hey, everybody! It's the Stoning Rolls with Lee, Dave, and me, Aristotle.
We did it.
We did it.
We're here.
We totally did it right on time. If you guys are
Better
here,
than ever.
It's better than ever. We're here. We're live right now, so you guys can actually talk to us and ask us questions like, "What is going on?" For instance, like, yeah, man. You ever just wake up and you're just like, "What is happening? Like, what is happening?" Here we are, the Stoning Rolls. Today we're talking about stuff like Lauren Boebert being a Dobert and hanging out and watching some like Beetlejuice and getting a little affectionate, a little overly touchy with her date. And also
what did she say her quote was? She said she was over, what, she's just a hyper person or something?
Something stupid like that. I mean, I feel like she doesn't really tell the truth about anything. And that's kind of the agenda of the right.
Yeah. She's kind of what I like to call a terrible person.
That's what they're called, a terrible person, when they lie about everything. It does seem that, here's the thing I learned recently, which is kind of funny. You can't embarrass people who have no integrity. So, like, you can't.
That's a superpower of theirs.
It really is. It really is. So trying to get upset about people lying about what they're doing and pointing out the hypocrisy, it doesn't work. You can't shame someone who's shameless, is what I'm trying to say. And I find that disturbing. However, I still haven't seen Beetlejuice the musical, which sounds...
It's supposed to be great.
It's supposed to be great.
There's also this, I think I'm saying his name right. Ramaswamy?
What's that?
Have you heard of him?
I don't know who that is.
He's terrible. He wants to lower or raise the voting age to 25, but at the same time, he's super right wing, like fascist right wing.
Okay,
right wing. You've seen him before. Now he's on TikTok trying to get the young to vote for him so that he can make it impossible for them to vote.
Really?
It is weird, but I feel weird talking about him considering what I'm about to say. He's got like 3% of the vote right now, and the news doesn't shut up about him. Like, if we just didn't talk about this crazy right-wing fringe motherfucker, maybe that we wouldn't know who he was, and my blood pressure wouldn't be up to my fucking eyeballs.
But the ratings, Lee, the ratings.
It's actually true. It's actually true that like the person who gets the most coverage in the media does get higher ratings in the polls, and usually is the elected official at the end of the whole campaign.
Maybe we just stop giving so much attention to right-wing nutbags.
I think that's a good idea.
The fucking taint barnacles that we got,
but they
running the joint are not doing it, man.
They know how to command people's attention. That's the problem. That is the problem.
Yeah. I was watching Merrick Garland. He's on trial right now because the Republicans...
Hey, you've got a black cat crossing your path.
Yes, I'm a very lucky person. They were just... every time a Republican grilled him, they were doing it with this like smimey, like trying like gotcha kind of question asking, you know, like, and then Merrick Garland would be like the professional, like, okay, well, the Department of Justice has their constitutional right to blah, blah, blah. And you'd see like the frustration building up in the Republicans. And then they'd be like, well, what about Hunter Biden?
Yeah, I know. Like, it's a false equivalence. Judella, shout out Judella, our Patreon member, says taint barnacles, ha 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 ha. So we're getting some viewers here.
Yeah, hi Judella. Yes, that's what they are though. If you think about it, they're a bunch of taint barnacles. They're all they're like Donald Trump is just walking like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, right? And all of the Republicans are these fucking barnacles just latched right onto the gooch.
Indeed.
Like, Gooch, bringing that back, huh?
We're bringing Gooch back.
We're bringing Gooch back. We're bringing Balzac back. We're bringing all kinds of things back. DP Dave is
Oh,
never leaving. That's something. Oh boy.
what are you laughing about over there, Zuckerberg fan?
Yeah.
Hey, no.
Number one.
Listen, yeah, well, I'm not.
Speaking
That's all
of,
I got. I don't.
speaking of, what do you think about this paying to be on Twitter business that's brewing?
I saw that. Elon Musk is wanting people to charge people to be on Twitter. I'm like, okay, I'm gone. I'm out. Twitter is like one of my
it's
main.
the easiest delete. Like,
Yeah.
I hate.
It reminds
so much.
Well, this reminds me of like years ago when people would get upset. They were like, "Yeah, Facebook is going to start charging. This social media platform is going to start charging." The whole point of social media is that it's free with advertising, right?
Yeah.
Like, so like, who is going to pay to be? I mean, this might be used against me in the future when everybody's paying for their social media platform, but I just think it's so ridiculous.
You know
that
what?
Anybody
You
would
know
pay.
what? What you just said really rings true to me, though, because I feel like Elon Musk, evil villain, introduced buying the blue check mark.
Yes.
And everyone was like, that's dumb. Don't do that. Don't do
Instagram followed
Isn't it
suit.
some Black
Instagram
Mirror
followed
shit?
suit.
Yeah.
And now it's just the norm. It's expected. If you want that blue check mark, you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Which completely invalidates the entire purpose of the check mark.
Right.
Just
It seems to be, Lee. Wait, 1 second. One technical note: is your mic connected? Because I might be hearing the room noise. It sounds fine. We can hear what you're saying. Just put the mic in your mouth. Actually, inside.
do you hear it now?
It does sound good. It just nope.
Is this
that's
it?
not- No.
That's
I
not
think
it.
This whole time?
Yeah, well, just this first part. That's why I'm just interjecting to point that out. But just to make sure we got excellent.
I think you sound
support sound.
lovely.
Check.
Yeah,
Oh.
there it is. That sounds much better. Want
You
to
know
make
what?
sure-
Everyone, I am so sorry. This
Whoa.
whole you have no idea
Welcome,
of
Lee.
the drama of getting this
Yeah.
episode going.
The Patreon members might.
They'll
They
see
will.
a bit of it.
Yeah.
I am high strung this evening. It took me this
Elevated
for some
strung,
reason. I
Lee.
don't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I am elevated strung. It just I don't understand, and maybe someone listening will tell me why this happens. You set something up, you use the same settings another time,
Yep,
and it's just not working.
doesn't work.
Ghost in the
I feel like it should be
machine.
the same button. It's like a random button. You press that same button, and something random happens every week. I feel like when we're trying to start, but I'm no stranger to technical difficulties. So maybe it's me. Maybe I'm bringing that to the show. Oh God, no!
My goodness. Well, how embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed.
Don't be embarrassed.
Yeah.
It was only the first 7 minutes. We're good. We
Better
can hear you now.
apologize to Judella right now. Lee.
Yes, she's paying
Judella,
for
oh
this.
my, you deserve better than this.
You do deserve better than this. But Lauren Boebert's in this Beetlejuice, right? And she says, I wasn't vaping. I wasn't doing nothing, which kind of opened up the door for them to like release the security footage to the media and be
Yeah.
like, you was doing
Yeah.
way more than vaping.
Yeah.
She was being literally like the world's worst audience member. Like, I cannot imagine
I feel like
sitting next to someone like that.
didn't
Bro.
I mean, I feel it suddenly like takes Paul Rubin RIP
Yeah.
like
yeah.
really into perspective. Like he was in
Yeah.
a place like to
To
this
do
was
that.
in public, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, that was like, exactly. It seemed to
Like,
be,
Like what are we doing?
there's a time and place for everything.
if
is what
she's
you're
not
trying to
just,
say.
if she's not just shit canned, like what are we
Yeah.
doing?
What are we
No.
doing?
It's so awful.
I ask myself this all the time.
do you think
What are we doing?
do you think integrity, hypocrisy, are these things that matter anymore? Like, do we
I don't know.
even? It just
I'd
feels
like
so,
to think yes,
yeah. I
but
would like to think
all
that.
signs point to no.
It seems to be demonstrably no. It doesn't matter.
Magic 8 Ball.
Yeah.
Ask again later.
Unclear. Oof. But we should watch some movies along in Patreon. If you guys are watching, you guys can sign up for Patreon like Judella. It's a good time. We got like extra stuff that you can watch along.
It's a real party.
I'm gonna post some stuff tonight. Actually, there's like a
We're
nice
getting RoboCop soon.
we are.
Yeah.
I've got to set that up.
I enjoy our after hours content.
Yeah. More laid back, relaxed, loose, fast.
More
and
laid
loose.
back than this.
Yeah.
So wonderfully put
It's
together.
just horizontal.
Piece of art.
We just can't even sit up in the chairs. You think we're having technical difficulties now?
See what it
Just you
sounds
wait till
like
we start
when
turning
all
stuff
of-
off.
See what it sounds like when all of our microphones
Yeah.
aren't plugged in.
Headphones half on.
Oh yeah.
And we're just crying most of the time.
Yeah.
Mostly crying. Well, Lee and I just had an experience tonight. Actually,
We
which was,
did experience some shit.
What'd you guys do?
Well, listen, it was crazy. We went and saw. I guess you would call it like a haunted house kind of situation.
It was
down-
an experience.
hotel.
It's all started. I got this mysterious invitation
Ooh.
from the Los Angeles Theater, downtown Los Angeles. This thing was
Okay.
creepy. And it said that I could invite several people.
Yeah.
And Sam and Andrea, and then my friend who was from Rue Morgue magazine, shout out. One of her friends canceled last minute. I was like, Ari, come on. We're going to this
Yeah.
haunted experience in downtown Los Angeles.
And I was
It's-
doing absolutely nothing. So I was like, yes, let me go.
It is, you got to go to this thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's
It's
go
amazing.
again.
You show up to this old theater in downtown Los Angeles. Like, it looks like you're going back in time as soon as you
Wait,
step
where's
through the door.
the actual place? Is
It's
it
in the Los Angeles Theater. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean I've shot there a bunch.
Yes, it's that place. The entire building
It's
is
haunted.
a haunted house venue.
Oh, that's got to be cool.
So
Yeah.
there's 2 mazes, a bar, and a live show.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I can't remember a time of actually being at a haunted house.
Really?
Going to one. Yeah.
Well,
You've never gone to a
subscribe
haunted house.
Patreon.
Like, I
and
know-
you may see Dave.
It's just GoPro footage
In-
of looking back at me like that fisheye cam, but like long.
Oh, come on. What? It ain't happening.
Got him.
We just
We're a mess.
Doing
Jesus.
it well.
I just thought
Did that just happen, or did you push a button?
I pushed a
Did
button
you just
on
say
purpose.
that? Oh
I
my
did.
god.
Yeah. I figured we're building out our soundboard here.
I
Each
am
week.
a total mess today.
This is the experimental episode now.
Oh my
It
god.
really is.
What is happening?
What does this
There's-
button do?
So much is happening. So much is happening in the world. Elon Musk, yeah, if he's going to start charging us for Twitter, like, then come
I
on.
don't even use it anyway
Yeah.
anymore. Like,
No.
Yeah. I use it. I have like, that is the platform in which I have the most followers. And I keep telling them, let's go over to Threads, everybody. Threads is just way more.
yeah,
Let's
We're
just
chill.
do it. Let's jump ship. I know you're all addicted to Twitter, but we need to do Threads. It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
Threads is way more chill, for sure. And yeah. Well, Lee, you're saying, because I actually posted a TikTok today, but I guess they're still not going to post it because I'm holding up an
Yeah.
X-Acto knife.
You're under review, pal.
Oh,
You better
Oh,
get
wait.
your stuff. Did it go up?
It's
I
up.
saw it.
Oh, you saw it? Okay, cool. It
It's
went up.
up.
Yeah.
It was under
There you
review
go.
for a minute. So, like, yeah, because I was holding up an X-Acto knife, and they're like, no blades. And I'm like, it's an X-Acto knife. It's an art instrument. It's
It's
a
a craft.
tool. It's ridiculous.
It's a weapon.
Dang.
Well, it could be used as a weapon. But also words can be used as a weapon. So let's
Yeah.
stop saying words.
You know that saying, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me?
I do.
First off, that's not true.
Yeah.
Because words often hurt quite a bit. And I don't like that saying because, like, what is the most logical thing to be the closest to you is either a stick or a stone. And when you say sticks and stones can break my bones, but words will never hurt me, you're literally just telling whoever you're saying that to, grab the nearest stick, grab the nearest stone, and break one of my bones.
I don't know. That might be.
That's how I always interpret it.
Intrusive thought, Lee.
So I never say it because I'm like, I don't want to give them the option. It's like trick or treat. Not a lot
remind
of
me
people
to-
know that is a contract.
Remind me to clean out my yard before you come over next time.
Well, just
I'm afraid you
know,
might get
like-
triggered if you see a stick or a stone, and I'm gonna be in trouble.
It's
I
breaking
do
bones
get
over
triggered
here.
easily by things like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
got nothing but grass down here, man.
I love walking through your yard, Dave.
Yeah.
It's
I
nice.
really do. You know why?
Yeah.
Because you don't have a dog.
I don't, but
So
But-
there's like it's rare to
There's a
walk
lot of
through
stray
grass
cats around
where
here,
you don't
and
know about
there's-
poop.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
and
you do have
something.
possums.
some possums and raccoons. And
You live out in the mountains, huh?
Yeah, I swear I'm not Snow White. It's just a lot of like. It's not magical. It's not okay. It's terrifying. You think you're alone outside. Well, a little baby possum keeps trying to come into the studio at
Oh,
night.
that's cute.
I have the door closed now, but like if I'm out here working, I usually have the door open. And twice now, scared the shit out of me. Out of the corner of my eye, sitting here, I see something, and it runs, and it gets almost up to me before I scream,
What?
and it runs
scream.
away
Yeah.
underneath my car twice. And I have cameras in here. I have security cameras, so like I go back and I look at the footage, and you can see like just me like kind of turn and scream, and something dash off into the shadows.
Well, you should post that to TikTok.
Yeah.
I do love a
should.
possum. Possum? Is it possum or opossum? Is that? Are they both?
was
It
wondering that
depends. It depends.
I do love a possum.
I feel like there's got to be like a whole montage of footage of you, Dave, in your
Just me.
place. Just you from security camera seeing things coming into that garage and you getting. I know there's a shot of me yelling at a giant bug.
Dude, yeah, we do have a pretty good
Whoa.
montage of that. I don't know where that file is though, but it was good. Yeah, and it's still, as far as I know, the bug is still in here.
We never saw where it went.
And it was big back then,
It was
so
big.
it's-
And now
Oh, I'm
it's been
terrified.
feeding.
What?
It's ready.
Lee did
Oof.
not do his duty.
It was a
Chopping
giant
off.
bug. What do you expect me to do?
Just-
I tried to negotiate.
I just picture
You gave
Naked
it your
Lunch.
wallet.
I threw my wallet at it.
Yeah.
You remember Naked Lunch with like Peter Weller from RoboCop?
Oh my
And he was
God.
like, he was talking to like all those giant insects. I was just thinking about that recently.
What?
He's just-
I've missed this whole man's career. I don't know.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I know.
you have.
It's
Yeah,
like-
what
it's
was
like
the other one that he was the star of?
Buckaroo Banzai.
Buckaroo Banzai. Yeah.
What?
The Adventures of Buckaroo
You guys
Banzai,
are just
Journey to the
making
Fifth
this up.
Dimension.
No, it's so good. Oh, we need to do a Peter
Prank
Weller.
Dave
pod.
Day.
Yeah, Peter Weller, he's an interesting guy. The funniest thing about Peter Weller is I was watching him a few years ago on the History Channel or some like learning channel or something, and he was talking about like the Roman Empire, and he's just walking next to the Colosseum, and he's like, and it says Peter Weller, historian, under it. I'm like, wait, hold on a
Yeah.
second. You guys skipped a whole bunch of Peter Weller.
RoboCop first.
RoboCop is a historian.
It should always say RoboCop / then whatever like it's appropriate for.
Yeah,
It
I
should.
think he became like a history professor for a while.
Yeah, he's a smart guy. He's an interesting guy.
Okay, Aristotle, you just said something that has been boggling my mind. Dave, you're
Is it
nodding.
the
I think
is it the Roman Empire?
thing.
I was
Yeah.
gonna ask.
What is
Yeah.
that?
It's hot right now. I don't know.
The Roman Empire's hot right now. Who'd have thought that would happen?
It's having its comeback.
There's
Wow.
someone somewhere said that the guys always think about the Roman Empire, and then apparently that's a thing that a lot of guys think about.
Yeah,
That's
like more than
interesting.
That's what I understand this whole phenomena to be.
Well, I
I've
saw
had
that meme.
more people ask me in the past 3 days. There's just people that you'd never think were even on TikTok. Are like, so how many times do you think about the Roman Empire? Why is this? Is it like a glitch in the?
I love that. It's like a social tracing game. It's like where what circles does it run around in?
Interesting.
It's almost like it outs certain people. Like you don't think they're like up, up with all the internet stuff, and then they say something like that you think is that specific. But it's running. I don't know.
Judella in Judella 78 in the comments says men love the Roman Empire. That's interesting. Men love the Roman Empire. I'm trying to think about last time I thought about the Roman Empire was, but I didn't. I saw the meme that I passed around, which was like, oh, 2024 is in 4 months, but me still thinking about the Roman Empire or whatever. But like, because this year's going by fast. And that's what I thought. That's what I got out of the meme. But
honestly, I'd be fine with bringing togas back. That seems pretty cool. Togas seem pretty rad.
We went overalls, and then now we're just gonna go straight togas.
The next stage is toga.
That really is the next step from overalls. You know what I discovered today? Actually, but speaking of overalls, like suspenders, like overalls have they actually have functional suspenders. But I saw this. I was looking at pictures of the Lumineers. The singer from the Lumineers wears suspenders all the time, but I zoomed in, and he also has a belt. So I was like, that just proves. That just proves
I was
it's all
told that
bullshit.
you can never trust a man that wears a belt with suspenders.
You can't.
He doesn't trust his own pants.
Hey ho, that.
Is that why?
Oh, hey. Yeah.
He doesn't trust his own pants.
Make up your mind.
Or belt. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
I don't trust these pants from running off.
Yeah,
I gotta strap.
I gotta tie him up and strap him down.
It's like wearing togas.
Who is this old man?
Yeah,
I got powerful pants, son. You can't handle these britches.
Batten down the britches.
Batten down the britches. I'm putting my pants on.
Yeah, that is an insecure pant wearing
person.
person.
Get the straight jacket.
We gotta secure my loins.
Get me the pleated ones.
Oh man,
I'm going to town.
I have reason to believe that this man is wearing false suspenders. That's all I'm saying. He's already got a way to secure his.
Wait, the suspenders are fake? They're like paper?
I think they don't do a thing. I mean, he's got to make up his mind, right? Between a belt and suspenders.
Yeah.
It's like those socks.
Maybe he likes a loose belt.
Maybe he's lying.
It's like shoes having laces and Velcro.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't do both. Pick one or the other. That's all I'm saying. You can't have it both ways.
It's too fancy.
That reminds me of another thing. I remember watching, like, you guys remember Dexter? That's like the show on HBO about the serial killer Dexter. He was a forensics guy, right? So he'd go to crime scenes and take pictures, but he had like a digital camera, and the Foley artists would have the sound of advancing film. So he'd shoot like a digital photo, and you're, and I'm like, hey, you can't have it both ways. It's a digital camera. There's no film in there.
Yeah.
It's just something a nerd would point out. So that's why I pointed it out.
Yeah. Good.
Judella 78 says someone asked their dad how often he thinks about it, and he said every time he uses the bathroom and thinks about the sewer system created by the Roman Empire.
I mean, they did give us that.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow. Now this is the thing. Now I'm going to start thinking about it every time. We're like, thank God they did that.
You go to the crowd.
Because everyone else, we were just chucking it out the window going, look out below. That's where that saying comes from. Look out below.
Yeah.
You look up, you're getting a face full of shit and piss.
So you gotta look out.
You gotta look out below.
I think it's funny that people go, isn't it funny that Thomas Crapper invented the modern flushing toilet? And I'm like, no. We call it the Crapper because Thomas Crapper invented the modern toilet. It's the other way around. We're talking about toilets here this week on the Stony Rolls and modern sewer systems and the Roman Empire.
Wait.
Yeah.
You're telling me there was a Thomas Crapper?
Let me look it up. Thomas Crapper. English plumber.
Sounds like
was
a Simpsons character.
Yes.
His last name was Crapper?
Yes, Thomas Crapper was an English plumber and businessman. He founded Thomas Crapper and Company in London, a plumbing equipment company, and he's notably, with regard to toilets, it's often been overstated, mostly due to the publication 1969 fictional biography of New Zealand. Crapper held 9 patents. 3 of them were for water closet improvements, such as the floating ball cock. Ball cock!
Crapper invented the ball cock?
Balzac.
It's called a ball cock. This guy's name was Crapper, and he invented the ball
This
cock.
is blowing my mind.
This
I had
is
no
like,
idea. Is that why we call it crap? Because it's inside the crapper, which is a thing that is named after the guy Crapper.
So what came first, the crapper or the crap?
I believe it's the
Oh my
Crapper.
God.
Yeah, I'm blowing your mind this week. So check this out. You go to the Crapper. It's like you're saying you're going to
Yes,
like Zipper. Zipper is also a brand name, and like in England they call vacuuming hoovering, but Hoover is a brand name. So it's like the Crapper. You'd go to the Crapper to take a crap.
But
No,
Right.
But there's also the term crap.
Yeah.
Is that named after the guy?
We're gonna do the etymology of the word crap right now. Let's look back
That's
at
crap.
crap.
That's
That's crap.
that's that guy.
I think
'Cause that
Thomas
sucks
Crapper.
if that's your lineage.
I am the founding father of crap. Excrement. Defecate. Extremely, let's see.
I also brought you the toilet.
Yeah. Enjoy the toilet. It's from Dutch, crappen. It's from Old French, crappe. Anglo-Latin, crappa. Yeah. Would you like a crappe with that? Would you like to?
Wait. So there's no way that the toilet guy's name was Crapper, and the word crap comes from something else, and it's just coincidence that crap goes in the crapper.
What came first, the crap
We're
or the
going deep
crapper?
down the crapper hole here.
You guys, where do the layers end?
I
Like this
know.
might bring us to the Illuminati. It's all a bunch of crap.
It is. Holy crap. We don't know
Next
what's
week,
going on.
You're gonna have a board behind you with a yarn going from picture to picture.
All
You're
right.
going in.
You're going to be Charlie Day all day with that. I mean, like somebody help us sort out this crap because we don't know who.
We don't know how to
start.
Google.
Yeah. We want you to help us because there's research involved. I would like to have the urban legend that Thomas Crapper invented even how to crap itself. That's what I would like to say. There was no crapping before him.
Oh, you know what? For our listeners in England, the Isle of Wight, I believe, is home to the only official museum of poop.
Wait.
If you can look it up,
Museum
they got
of
crazy
Poop.
stuff there. Yeah, I looked it up. They got crazy stuff there. They got this thing where it's a plant, right, that only blossoms because it likes the poop of this particular bug. But the bug eats what's in the inside of the plant, so they have this like symbiotic relationship where like the bug poops on the plant goes, oh yeah, and opens up, and then the bug goes in and eats stuff.
He's the scat man. We're talking about scat this week.
Oh my
We
god.
should.
That half frightened and I don't know what the other
saw
half
the
did to the other
fear.
half of me.
It's all about crap and scat. I got to tell you.
I don't want to hear him with these headphones on. It sounded like it was coming from the studio. So what just turned on?
He's a scat man.
That scared the scat out of me. Jesus.
That's all
my
we're talking about.
God, I'm dying.
At Lee, by the way, it's the Pooh Museum, the National Pooh Museum.
I don't think I was wrong.
My kids would love to go there. Jesus.
Yeah, they've got like stuff where you can like push buttons and pull levers and yeah.
Take a crap at Southern England.
But it is on the
museum.
Isle of Wight, right?
Yeah, the Isle of Wight, Southern England, is a museum dedicated to collection, conservation, and display of feces. But it says if they spell feces with Faeces. Maybe that's the plural for feces. I don't know. The museum, which opened on 25 March 2016. Oh, it's fairly new. But crap is as old as time. Originally as a mobile museum, is now permanently located at Sandown Barrack Battery. Interesting. Well, let's go.
Oh my God.
We gotta go, guys.
Imagine pulling someone over because they don't have like a permitted carriage that they're dragging behind their car, and they're like, "What's in there?" And they're like, "It's my mobile museum of poo."
That's how you get out of any ticket.
That's how I hope to get out of
officer's not going to be like, okay, just get out.
What's
of
under
here.
the tarp?
Jesus.
It's my poo museum.
Yeah.
I got jury duty in a month. I'm collecting ideas on how to get out of it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll just bring a
Poo
box of
wagon number 1.
Can I
Yeah.
collect samples for my poo museum? My pooseum?
my museum. You know, we are going up to Film Quest in
Yes, we are.
Utah. That is the week that I potentially do have. I'm going to try to get out of jury duty.
Yeah.
Literal
that's
jury
right,
duty.
Yeah.
Duty. We're keeping it on theme.
We are week after
Jury
week. We're just
crapper.
nothing but crap. That's what we got. It's our tagline. And yeah, got to get out of it. Got to dress like Princess Leia or something cool like that. Wow,
That's a win-win.
It really is. They'd be like, "You're a leader. You're displaying leadership here. We want you to be on the jury."
Well, she's a hero.
Yeah, she's my favorite Star Wars character, probably, if I think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's one of the best. I loved her up until she could force fly, and then I was like, they've really just lost it with this whole thing, haven't they?
I'm gonna make the case for the Force, for the Mary Poppins. Listen, I'm gonna make the case for it, and hear me out. Why not?
It's Star
Oh, I
Wars.
totally agree. Why not? Yeah. I just personally, for me, I was like, well, that just looked. Also, it was the way it was done. It just looked so silly.
It was interesting. I did think that was we were saying goodbye to that character in that moment, and then I was like, oh, we're not. Okay, I guess we're just gonna keep going.
I guess we're just
space.
gonna digitally put her face on someone else instead of just paying tribute to the wonderful actor and person Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, Carrie Fisher. She was great. She was a great script doctor. And then when I heard they were bringing everybody back for Star Wars Episode 7 with J.J. Abrams, who is not a filmmaker. He's not a filmmaker. I'm sorry, folks, if you think he's a filmmaker. He's a great TV ideas guy, but he's never made a great film, in my opinion. But I was like, oh, great. They're going to have Carrie Fisher on set every day, like doctoring the script and making sure things are good. So that sequel trilogy, that's another show entirely. That's another podcast. But yeah.
Speaking of shows, Drew Barrymore and Bill Maher decided to listen.
Finally. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. They backed down from restarting their shows amid these multiple strikes going on. We've got
Did they start up?
Drew Barrymore did.
She did, right? For like a week?
She did it 1 week.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy because it proves that, we are their boss.
Yeah.
This just in from the fact-checking department. Apparently, Thomas Crapper wasn't the first to invent the toilet, but he did install them and create the ball cock, at least in this article from the Huffington Post.
But that's why it's called the Crapper, right?
I mean, I hope so.
It's got to be. This can't be just a giant crap coincidence. There can't be called the crapper with a guy who invented shit for the crapper, and more crap all come from somewhere else.
The crapspiracy.
What a craptastic.
Like, it just keeps getting deeper.
Oh man, that was a good one. I just gotta throw one in there for that. The crapspiracy. Amazing. Well,
that's all I got though.
That's all we need.
That's all I got.
That's all anyone needs. Yeah, I'm glad that they finally succumbed to peer pressure. Because come on now, you gotta look out and stand in solidarity with your fellow creators, your writers, and I guess the actors tangentially. It's all one big soup, and we all need to work together. And we're making the stuff. Yeah, we all need to work. Period. It's really feeling.
And the fact of the matter is, like, the whole I want to get back to work because my employees need to get back to work is essentially a way of saying I don't care if in the long run my employees are exploited while I'm not exploited.
Yep.
Because like SAG and WGA and now the auto unions, like, these are just the tip of the iceberg in the entire working class. And one by one, these people are going to not take it anymore.
Yeah, we're not going to take it.
I think the corporations need to listen to what's happening with these top 3 strikes before it balloons out of control.
Yeah, and the auto industry.
Fucking pieces.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, the auto industry is also being, the workers aren't getting fairly paid. It's like the whole economy is being affected by this, I think. Especially the California economy.
Yeah.
California's lost so much money.
And I've lost so much money. I can't. Rent comes up in, 10 days? September? Come on, September. Give me one day. Have 31 days this year, September, please. I'm trying. It's not easy. Man. Yeah.
But, cue the sad music. For this $3 to $6 a month, you can slide
whistle.
That's all I got. That's all I got right now.
It's the only sad sound you've got.
What's this one?
We're still building. Father.
That doesn't work. I didn't even know what that was. I got to relabel that. Darth Vader. Okay, sorry. Oh, wow.
Let me just tell everyone, this is chaos. It's pure chaos. It's always going to be chaos. Sorry, but also you're doing it well.
We did 10 perfect episodes, 11 perfect episodes.
Yeah, 11.
I don't know.
This is episode 12, and it's falling apart.
This is
WGA talks started up again. Yes, that is correct. Judella
they
reminds
started
us
today.
They started nice. Up. Talking is good. We got talks, right? And there's just like this thing about, and I remember this about 10, 12, 14 years ago, they were like, new media, Netflix is new media, and for actors. And so you're getting paid like a little bit because it was a fringe thing. You had network television, NBC, ABC, CBS. You had the cable channels, HBO, etc. And they were like, this Netflix stuff is new media, but now it's the streaming wars. Like, everything is streaming.
It is media.
It's just like with social media. Like, they're like, the budgets are smaller because it's for social media, and it's like that's like 90% of this company's revenue comes from advertising on So
there are TikTokers who get more views than any TV show or movie streaming out there.
Yeah,
and brands take advantage of them all the time.
Yeah. Hey, you think this might be what if, now hear me out, what if we all just start like talking to each other in person and performing shows live? What happens then? What happens then? What? No, you don't like that?
Somehow you make less money.
We need social media and streaming.
I love people, but the problem with that whole scenario is there's so many people out there.
There's a lot of them. Do you think there's too many people?
I would never say that.
But what do you think?
But if we could get to another planet,
Everybody wants to go to
I
Mars.
might
though.
help.
You know, honestly, that you know what, this may be controversial, but I'm going to say it. There are too many people alive today. There's
Probably.
exactly 1% too many people.
1%. How do we take care of that 1%? The upper 1%. We take their money. We take that 1%.
Yeah.
1%.
We redistribute that 1%'s amount of wealth, and that will give us over 50% of the nation's wealth back.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're looking at now.
It's insane. Just totally insane.
Such a fun thing to talk about.
that's why none of it matters. Like it's just with all these government shutdowns too. It's like it's just a money thing.
Yep.
The government shutdown.
But it doesn't. But the money doesn't really matter if you need a certain amount of money to fix like an actual like giant problem, and that money exists somewhere and isn't used for it. Then it's like, what is it? Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense.
I kind of think there should be a cap on how much people should, like $5 billion. You can only make up to $5 billion. And then after that, you know, like you don't need 60 billion. You don't need 127 billion dollars. You just
I'll
need
be honest,
5.
dude. You don't even need 5.
I know. I'm
No one
being
needs
generous.
5.
I could do it. I could do it for one.
I could do you for
I could
1
live for
5.
1 billion.
No, I feel like we talked about this before.
Yeah, we did.
have.
Like episode 1 or 2.
I'm just
But,
reiterating.
yeah. I just it like
circling back.
no one needs
Yeah.
$1 billion.
Nobody needs
You're
a
a
billion.
you're a fucking thief if you're making over $1 billion because you're just that means you got so many people you're exploiting and families you're ruining.
Your lifestyle is not going to change if you go from $5 billion to $6 billion. Like nothing's changing for you.
Your
But
lifestyle's not going to change if you go from 1 billion to 1 billion and 1 billion. After 1 billion, there's no change.
Yeah, it's
Trust
just-
me, I have $45 billion.
I have up to $45
I
in my
just
bank
gotta
account.
get to 46.
I just got to get to $46 billion. There's going to be a trillionaire soon,
Yeah,
if not already. A
Ugh.
trillionaire? That person hung on and quartered.
just give everybody the money. It seems crazy too that like we technically can feed everyone on this planet, even though there are too many people. I don't know. When I say too
Quote
many
unquote
people,
Lee.
yeah, I'm quoting you, Lee. I think though, you know, it's interesting just biologically speaking, like 10,000, 20,000, 50,000 years ago, there were only about 100 or a few 100,000 of our species kind of walking around and communing with the environment, you know, and like now we've just sort of overrun it in a way that has outpaced a way to like compensate for our impact. So we gotta figure something out really quickly about, you know, the climate change and distribution of wealth and food. And
I think, you know what? I think you just nailed it on the head. Those are the two things right now. Just fucking the distribution of wealth, fix that. Can't be too hard. Just take the money from them and
No.
and invest a lot of money into climate. We like the fact that we actually have people running this country that are being paid by people to say that climate change isn't real, and we just allow that to happen.
yeah.
Is mind-boggling.
And here's another thing. You would think that the oil companies, they're pioneering and engineering and innovating a new way to sort of take carbon out of the atmosphere. They're trying to like create a new way to do that so they can compensate for their waste because it's wasteful. Fossil fuels, it's outdated. We got to get rid of them.
Yeah.
But they're only doing that so that they can mine more oil. They're like literally saying, "Oh, well, we'll take it back out of the atmosphere so we can mine more of it." And I'm like, "Guys,
right.
let's move on."
Yeah.
We're dead. Sorry, everybody.
This is elevated listening on the Stoner Rolls.
Sometimes when you're elevated, things get scary.
Yeah, they get real scary.
Joey, I got some stuff you just gotta try. What is it? Pot. You know, marijuana. Oh, well, I don't know. What, chicken?
Joey's in a jam. What should he do? Cake.
Get a pizza.
Excellent. Get a pizza. Get real. You got it. Let's see if Joey's that smart.
I'm not chicken. You're a turkey.
He's right. Drug dealers are dorks. Don't even talk to him.
Ride the snake.
Oh boy, I wish I had more sound effects, but we got this one.
Is that like the closest one to you? The one you can reach?
I think so. Yeah. We gotta get Scatman on the show. I hope he's still alive. I hope Scatman. He was already 97 when that came out.
Really?
Oh, well, let me see how old this Scatman
He did look
is.
old.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe he had a good disguise on.
Yeah. That was that
Maybe
mustache.
He was really like
He was young with the
like
Hollywood
15
face
in
paint.
that video.
Yeah.
Oh man, hold on a second. Oh, I just learned some bad news. Oh, Scatman.
He's dead, isn't he?
Scatman John Paul Larkin, born March 13th, 1942, just to December 3rd, 1999. So that was his swan song. Scatman was a swan song. Oh man.
You know what though? That gives me a lot of hope.
Yeah.
Don't give up, because you could be the next Scatman.
You could be.
Yeah.
You get one.
I'm just reading these.
Yeah.
I'll just read these
So
lyrics.
if you're feeling
here.
good right now.
I'm just gonna recite some lyrics that are written down here. Skibby dibby dib yo da dub dub ya da dub dub. You know what? I'll put this into the voice thing. I'll do that right now, so we can hear what this sounds like. Actually, on the soundboard within moments. Check this out. Whose voice should we use? James
Technology.
Cameron's. James Cameron. We got Aubrey.
Could someone-
we got me.
Can
James
someone
Cameron.
look up James Cameron's middle name? Does it start with an H? Because I think
H. Cameron.
I'm going to start saying James H. Cameron instead of Jesus H. Christ.
James H. Cameron.
It's pretty good. That was pretty. Oh, hey,
Aristotle.
Lee.
Look out.
Lee. You've
Kiddo
changed.
loves it.
Ah,
She's unplugging all your stuff.
She's making
She's
meat out of
bi-
my leg.
Yeah, she's biting her way through all those mic cables you got there.
She's very angry that I did that. I didn't tell her she was going to be live.
She saw me and she got upset. That's what it was.
Yeah. She's like, what is he
Swipes at
doing
me.
here?
Yeah.
Kiddo does not like Dave.
Oh. Okay, all right. I've got this. I've got the sound effect. I'm dropping it into the soundboard. This is James Cameron scatting, ladies and gentlemen. James Cameron needs to be mentioned every single episode of the Stoning Rolls. We decided for some odd reason.
Bada bada ba be bop bop boda bope bop ba boda bope bu bop ba boda bope bop ba boda bada bada ba be bop ba boda bope bop ba boda bope
wish I could
be
hear
bop
this.
ba boda bope bop ba boda bope. Skibby dibby dibby da dub dub yoda dub dub skibby dibby dibby da. Yoda dub dub.
I'm missing this.
Skibby dibby dib yoda dub dub yoda dub dub. Skibby dibby dib yoda dub dub.
I missed the whole thing. I don't know why. I can't hear a thing. Well, you know what? Carry on. Oh boy. This is going to be all the bonus footage you can get on Patreon tonight. You can get this on
I can't hear
I can hear you.
Aristotle.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me? It is
Oh,
Dave, Aristotle's the
Dave,
one to
Dave, what
go.
happened? Check your
We came back
surroundings.
from-
Are there any subtle differences?
There's just a little
should've-
possum.
what Oh, is what's the Wendigo mythology? It's like you go to a different dimension and you come back and there's like certain things that are slightly off. Like, how does that work?
That would be pretty cool, though. The
No,
Wendigo is
it's
a
just a
shape-shifting creature that is probably in the shape of Aristotle right now. Probably going to be
trying to play dumb about Wendigos.
Yeah. Like, gee, I don't know what that
sounds
is.
exactly what a Wendigo would say.
I thought it was like if you go into the dance club, you had to figure out when to go.
Oh.
Do you have a little boom?
I don't, but I have this.
Bada bada babe bop bop boda bope bop ba boda bope bop ba boda bope bop ba boda bada bada babe bop
Hey, you
ba
guys want to
boda.
hear a really good joke?
Yeah.
Two drums and a cymbal fall off a bridge.
Oh, that's a good one. But all I have is actually.
Dave is ready to kill me.
I'm gonna fight that one.
It's a good one.
No, wait. I do have a. There it is.
The crickets.
Crickets.
Did I hear crickets?
There's no crickets, but there is a foghorn.
We're not. I don't think we're hearing the right feed, Dave. I think you and I are hearing a different feed.
Yeah.
Wait, are you hearing? What are you hearing? This is not
Nothing.
working. Oh no!
We can hear you.
We hear you, but you sound like a computer man, and none of the sound effects are coming through for us. It's fine.
Okay, let me just do some.
It's called the Wild West, and we're ruling it.
We're doing it live.
Outlaws. We're doing it.
We are. We do have live feedback. It said all good. I hear the sound effects, so the feed sounds good.
That's what
so
matters.
We're good. Okay.
Good.
Yeah. Good. Yeah.
Judella, when are we having you on the show?
The savior, the fourth roll.
Can
what
we get
are we?
you a box of chocolates? Maybe some wine as a thank you.
You should call in, but not right now because it'll crash everything.
Would you like a very tiny skateboard?
I got mine over there. I got mine.
We're not going to explain why we all have a tiny skateboard.
It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it at all.
We get up and walk away with tiny little feet.
It's the world's tiniest thing. Oh man, I'm actually excited about this.
Bada bada babe bop bop boda bope bop.
Is it a sound effect?
That's pretty good. It is a sound effect. Sorry, you can't hear it.
Oh,
it's hilarious. It's
just
very
you
hilarious.
froze again.
Just two of the three guys over here not knowing what's happening.
I'm just going with
it. But I'll tell you, the people will laugh at this one.
Doing it well.
You couldn't hear that. I'm only playing embarrassing and incriminating sound effects right now.
It's just Lee saying doing it well over and over again.
And give him a bozo button. He has won the award. You guessed correctly. You have chosen wisely. That is right.
How did I know?
Little do you know that the LL in LL Cool J stands for Lee. Tell Lee James Cameron's middle name is Francis. What?
Jesus Francis Christ.
Yeah. Well, that is a...
What does H stand for?
Henry.
In the Christ. Is it Henry?
Holy.
Jeez, holy crap.
I feel like holy's a weird
holy
middle
Christ.
Yeah. That is a weird middle name.
Like you get scared in the middle of saying his name.
Herbert?
Holy.
Herbert?
Yeah.
Hi. I knew a guy named Hi.
Yep.
Yeah?
No, sorry, that was Raising
Trip.
Arizona.
You know a guy named Trip.
I do know a guy named Trip. But in Raising Arizona, Nick Cage. H.I.
Ha.
By the way, have you seen the preview for his new movie? Oh my God, it looks amazing.
I haven't seen it.
And we actually can talk
Dream
about
Job
that
or
company, Dream Scenario.
Dream Scenario, yeah.
It looks like he's back, baby. Oh man, Nick Cage is the best.
He's paying back his tax evasions or whatever. Didn't he lose a lot of money or something? So yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. And then he just did everything under the sun. But he's just such a brilliant actor when he's got the right material and the right filmmakers working with him.
Did you ever hear the story about when he was going to play the villain in The Green Hornet, directed by Michel Gondry? Well, he had meetings with like Seth Rogen and everything like that, and he wanted to play a white Rastafarian. So he he wanted to have dreadlocks, and he was coming on with a full, thick Caribbean Jamaican accent.
I mean, didn't James Franco do that?
Pretty much. What was that movie called? There, James Franco did that.
Oh, well, Gary Oldman did that.
Oh, Gary Oldman did that. Yeah.
Yeah.
He did it really well, too. That character is incredible.
Yeah.
Why? Okay, there's something we should study in a society.
Yeah.
Why is it okay when Gary Oldman did it? Because it worked really well.
Because his character
he can do whatever he wants.
He can do whatever he wants, and he could do it. He always does everything in a different accent, no matter what. Every single character Gary Oldman's ever played, even if they're two English characters, they're from two different areas of England. But he played that character. I forget the name of him, Squeaky Smalls or something. But that character was so like douchey on purpose.
Oh yeah,
like so that's kind of why it worked.
It's a brilliant touch. Yeah,
it's kind of like what was that movie that Ben Stiller directed with Robert Downey Jr.? Tropic Thunder. Yeah. A lot of people say it's problematic that Robert Downey Jr. was a black character in that movie. He wasn't, though. He was playing an actor playing a black character.
Loophole.
Which during the entire movie, the actual black actor in the movie, the character that he's playing is like, dude, this is wrong. What you're doing is messed up and it's wrong.
Yeah.
and I just think it's funny that like there's a lot of times people are out there being like, that's problematic. You shouldn't do that. Meanwhile, black people are just like, that was funny as hell, though.
Funny.
It was funny.
Yeah.
It was really funny. It's like Robert Downey Jr. was doing a thing that was making fun of that person doing that thing, which I think you'll be hard pressed to find someone who's actually a person of color who found that deeply offensive. I think it's just like a lot of people are out there championing a lot of times in good nature with good intentions, but the wrong thing.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. And I find that frustrating sometimes. But I haven't seen that movie in a while.
It's a pretty dude. There's some great moments in that movie.
So what I'm saying is Lee just endorsed wearing blackface. Thank you, Lee. Just
How come it's always me?
Too many people on the planet, Lee. We're keeping a list. Zuckerberg's team.
No.
Sweet team.
Listen.
You love Elon Musk.
This is all an elaborate ploy.
Paid subscriber on X.
I am not paying for that. I refuse.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
And now it's a segment. It's Lee's. I'm not paying for that segment.
Let me talk about. I'm like Andy Rooney.
Something I'm not paying for. Yeah.
Oh, remember Andy
Back
Rooney?
in my day, Andy Rooney had some bangers, man.
Those are great TikToks back before TikTok.
He basically invented the 1 minute rant, you know?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. But it was always about things where he's just like, libraries don't color code their books. Doing it well. You know? It would just be a weird, random subject.
It was.
It's almost like high thoughts. Like in a way.
You know Andy Rooney was just like packing the bowl.
Blazed, and he's just thinking about things, and he's like, 5 minutes later, Mr. Rooney.
Shit.
I need
what am I going to talk about?
He's like, rubber bands on my desk right here, and paper clips. Rubber bands and paper clips.
Oh, an elevated Andy Rooney would be such a good skit.
Oh man, I would love to see that.
Just, I mean,
the potential, so good.
All right, Lee, I'll come over tomorrow. We'll shoot the first 3 episodes.
Get over here.
Get your wig out.
This is fun. I'm going tomorrow with my mother who is going to get her first tattoo.
She doesn't have one?
Whoa.
She doesn't have a tattoo. She's very excited. She made an appointment. She's just got that urge. And I'm like, you
Yeah.
got to do it. You got to do it. You're not going to regret it.
That's great.
What
Yeah. I'm very excited
can
for
you
her.
say what it is or not?
She's going to get like a B on her forearm, but like visible. That's like a brave spot for the first tattoo.
Yeah.
I originally guessed a dagger, but
Yeah.
I think I was wrong.
Well,
on that
technically, if the bumblebee is like the dagger of the cute little insect world,
one. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
A super photorealistic bee on your arm would be kind of cool, and just like,
Like with, like,
feel like no matter
that would be
what,
great.
it would just you'd have people hitting you, or
You'd have
like
a bee on
it would-
your arm.
or I'd scare
Running
me.
away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
That is a good idea. It's just like, look
I
out.
want to get a tattoo so bad.
You have
Aristotle,
a tattoo.
Aristotle, you should go tomorrow.
I don't have. I
Go
gotta
get a bee.
get a Crunchwrap
Supreme.
We still gotta we gotta raise money for me to get my first tattoo.
No, we got enough in there. I think we got
Well,
$15 in there.
Yeah. the
We'll
more
find
episodes
someone.
we do, yeah.
I gotta walk
The
into
only
a
reason
tattoo
we're doing
parlor
this.
and say, "What can I get for $15?"
Wrap me up for 15, pal.
Yeah, I need a full sleeve.
Get
That
me
would-
suspenders and a belt. Cause
That would almost
we're
buy 3
popping
crunch
off.
wraps, though.
You would.
Hey, and there's 3 of us, guys.
You do the
Oh,
math.
is that what
yeah.
you're getting at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job.
Are we
You're
going to do an
supplying.
episode live in Utah?
Yes, we could do
Hell
it.
yeah, we can
All I
do
gotta do
it.
is bring this dumb old laptop, and we're all set to go.
We should do a filmmaker just hangout and set up some microphones.
Yes.
Well, yeah. We'll potentially all be in the same car, so we could just be doing a whole travel.
Oh my god, the
Travel
shenanigans,
vlog.
guys!
so many shenanigans.
We're
But
getting up to shenanigans.
I think that idea is pretty good, Lee. If we set up like a little stop where we can sit down and have a chair for like say people at the
Yeah.
Film Quest, and be like, "Hey, come sit down, chat with us for 5 minutes on our show."
Isn't there
Why
a
not?
pool where we're staying?
Whoa, there's a pool.
There's a jacuzzi, I think.
We could do
What?
an episode poolside.
Yes.
Literal talk soup.
Yep. Yeah. This whole thing is very mobile. I could just toss this in a bag, everything.
And it works with
Toss it in
water.
the jacuzzi. Yeah.
Just throw it in the
You think
pool.
you think we have technical difficulties now?
Yeah.
Wait till we
yeah,
introduce water.
We're trying to top every week. We're trying to top ourselves.
The next episode's underwater.
I would love that. James Cameron would love that.
Yes,
I'll be
exactly.
surprised if we can even record another episode after. Like, I
After.
don't know what the hell happened today.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
I'm telling you, it's because we were in that really haunted place
Yes. There was a ghost that followed us home, stuck to us.
and wants to be part of the podcast. I'm telling you, that lady
Yeah.
ghost I was talking to, Aristotle,
Whoa,
she might have been real.
Yeah.
What if she
You're
was a
talking
real
about
ghost?
lady ghost.
I was talking to a lady ghost.
Okay.
He's like, do you,
I mean, I talked to a lot of different kind of ghosts, but I was talking to a lady ghost who came up and would look like at your ear. She never looked at you.
Yeah, she'd look through you.
She would
She's
look like
just sort of-
past you, and she'd be
Yeah.
like, "Has anyone seen my husband? He's been
Yeah.
gone for ages."
I tried answering her, but then she
And then
just
you
kept-
answer, and then she would just ask it again.
She was a
Why-
repeating specter.
So
Yeah.
I tried repeating it with her.
Yeah.
I was like repeating the conversation, seeing if I could get into the cycle and maybe get a glimpse of what's going on. And it turned out she was really good at just mocking me.
Yeah. Those are some cool actors and dancers too, we saw.
Yes. We saw a whole dance act. They put on, so yeah, you go into this theater, you go through 2 mazes, you are rebirthed. That's very traumatic.
Right. Oh, that was crazy.
Wasn't that crazy?
That was the
Where
most
you
uncomfortable
go through
thing.
the birthing canal and like that, it actually, if it had gone on a second longer, I wouldn't have been able to take it.
Kind of house was this?
But then you see this wonderful, like, you're
They
sat
had
down
some
in this
Kool-Aid
haunted
off to the
theater.
side.
They did. And
They did,
I don't
actually. You could
remember-
get drinks there.
I don't remember anything after the Kool-Aid, though.
No. But yeah, you sit down in this theater and they put on this wonderful, like, the singer comes out and there's dancers, and then, spoiler alert, like, someone gets possessed on the stage and shit starts going crazy. And it's so
Yeah.
cool.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, Angel of
Yeah.
Light, downtown Los Angeles. Definitely check it out.
Creepy and cool.
And honestly, legitimately scary, the Maces. Like,
I got scared.
I was, yeah.
I got a little frightened.
I'm going to be really sore tomorrow.
Yeah, you
Well,
were very tense. It's
Not
very tense.
not Spooky Farm started, I think so. I can go get scared with Snoopy.
Yeah.
We should do Not Scary Farm this year.
I want
I've
to.
never-
Yeah.
I've never
I
done
think
it.
I think the gentlemen over at Midnight Video want to do it too.
Oh, yes. Anyone listening who wants to watch some horror shorts, there's some great ones by Midnight Video on YouTube. Look that up.
Yes.
Look up the Boxliner Brothers,
get 'em.
too.
Why?
Yeah.
Because there's some
Yeah,
scary short films there as well.
I got a note on
Older
the show.
ones.
We should all tell everybody like where they can follow us actually, because they're curious.
Yeah,
They're
we
like,
never
"Where can I
do that,
follow
do
me?"
we?
We don't do that. We should do that. Maybe I'll put little things on our little bubbles here that say
Too busy. Yeah.
yeah.
We don't
We're
know
talking
what
about
we're
James
doing.
Cameron.
We are.
Like, I feel like it's clear to anyone who's listened to these now 12 episodes that we have no clue
Yeah.
what we're doing in the slightest.
But we're doing it.
But we're
And that's
doing
what
it,
matters.
doing it, and doing it well.
There it is.
There's a new one. There's an alt one you can use for different moods. You know,
The more like
get a sad
caring
one, get a happy.
version.
Yeah. That's a whole soundboard. It's just different emotions of Lee saying "doing it well."
It's just all different versions actually.
Doing it well.
We do. I have a choral version and also
Yeah.
a solo version. So, Lee, there's I gotta like make a song. I gotta make a song of it actually and pitch it. It'll be really funny. I think in my brain it is anyway.
Like a longer, like church choir one.
Oh yeah.
going to-
That's good. How do
Or
you
if
do
anybody-
church choir? Like Gregorian chants?
yeah.
Yeah.
Doing it and doing it and doing it well.
Amen.
There you go.
Yeah. That's what it would be. Oh, let's do it and do it well.
If we're gonna
There's no
do it,
other
we're gonna
way.
do it well.
There is no other way. Oh boy, oh boy. I think we covered all of the interesting things about ever happened in life today. Like Lauren.
That was the
covered a
last
lot.
one. That was the last
Yeah.
one right there. Check it off the list.
That was-
I honestly don't know what happened to this past week.
I don't
My
either.
brain
It was-
is kind of fizzled out.
Mine too. I feel a little bit exhausted and just like wary from this whole
What's
thing.
going
It's-
on?
It was
This
last
is-
week. Was the rocket launch? Wasn't it? Too. Did you guys see that
What was
in the
that?
sky? It was a. It
We
was. It was a
launched
rocket.
rockets?
It was a rocket from like up near Solvang.
It was a rocket,
Oh
man.
man.
It was a rocket.
I saw the rocket. Could
I
we
looked
see
up.
it?
saw the-
I was leaving
yeah.
the studio, and it's a very short walk to my front door, and I just happened to look up, and I was like, "What is that cloud?"
This
like
glowing
oh,
cloud.
two
yeah.
of them, like really crazy. I took a picture.
Dang.
I'll
Yeah.
send it. I'll
Every
put it
time
on
I
there.
see something like that, I'm like, part of me thinks about the fact that it could be aliens about to kill us all. And the
Yeah.
first thing that
Yeah.
comes to my head is just the thought, finally.
You think it's the little guys from Mexico?
They're like, where are our
Yeah.
brothers and sisters?
I think so. I can't wait for the alien invasion. I really can't wait because, then it'll take a lot of pressure off of everything because people will be like, oh,
I don't
think
gotta
it
pay
will.
for anything.
No, I don't think it will. I think
don't
we
think
will
so?
somehow, they will be like, well, guys, we know everyone's being kidnapped by aliens and that everything's terrible, but we just need you to keep showing up to
Yeah.
work. Give it, you know what?
We're gonna do no more remote.
Yeah. Well, they'll come up with more terms like quiet quitting and shit like that. And They love rebranding their workers.
Yeah.
And eventually it's going to be real brands. That's why they call it the brand.
Oh, that's a thing we didn't talk about. Russell Brand. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one. Oh, my God. You know
but
what?
I agree with all the memes I've seen about it. It's like, didn't we all just assume that like he was already?
Yeah.
No, you know what?
Like,
I think
He already
with the
dresses like a cult leader.
I think, I mean, obviously he's problematic, but we don't have to talk about this long because it's very triggering for some people. But I don't think him being problematic is the main issue, in the sense that the documentary I saw that the BBC did, they brought up a really good sense of going like, why did the BBC know about this for so long and do so much to cover up for him and keep employing him? And people kept like going like, yeah, we know he does this, so let's just try and make it harder for him to do it, but we'll still hire him.
Well, they did that with that other dude. I'm looking him up right now. Jimmy Savile.
Yeah,
I don't know if
he's kind of the modern day Jimmy Savile.
That was a terrible, horrible thing. I would say go watch it, but I don't want to endorse that.
It's horrifying.
Platform.
But yeah, he too was he was like protected by the BBC at the time.
Yeah.
And like, obviously Russell Brand is an evil piece of shit and deserves nothing but the worst. But I think a lot of people seem to be missing the fact that it's like the documentary is also calling out the BBC.
Yeah. Well, you do bad things. Hopefully you get caught, because justice should be real and, and exacted. So,
and like no one deserves to go through what these people went through.
No.
Quick shift, but still docs. I'm excited for the Talking Heads doc. See that?
There's
coming to theaters.
That was a good segue.
That is a great segue. I love Talking Heads.
Dude, stop making sense.
Killer.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
It's one of the best rock docs ever made.
Look up the trailer, dude. It's nuts.
Have you seen it before?
I haven't, but they're gonna put it back in theaters. On film.
I can't wait. I think it's like, besides the Woodstock documentary, is the best documentary, rock doc.
I went down a rabbit hole for the Talking Heads a couple years ago, because I was doing some requests during lockdown, playing music. I was like, I got nothing to do. Anybody want me to play a song? I'll play it for you. And someone requested Psycho Killer, and then I was playing that, and I just started to like go down the David Byrne and Talking Heads rabbit hole, and man, oh man, that's a great live band. If you get to watch some of those clips on YouTube or anything like that, wow, it's just great stuff, great art. It's art rock, you know. And I'm from New York.
It well,
and New York, was the New York scene.
We had to end more on a high note there.
Yeah, we did. That is true,
baby. I'm just getting started.
That's a good time. Can we get that again, but in a more somber tone?
Is it like a sad baby? I'm just getting started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna need it.
Baby, I'm just getting started.
Baby, I'm just getting started.
Yeah. You ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah. And then we need a lot of those like hold on to your butts kind of sound bites.
Yeah, we do. Actually, I was almost quoting Joel, what was his name? The first guy to ever speak. You ain't heard nothing yet, which was the first words to picture, sound to picture. Al Jolson, who famously wore blackface.
Yeah. We're bringing it back to that again. Huh?
We are. Oh, we brought it back. Oh, yeah.
Those are things we don't need to do the full circle on. We don't need we don't need to set up a payoff with Al Jolson.
You ain't heard nothing yet. Yeah. We're just saying the world.
This episode has been chaos the entire time.
Don't cancel us. We're just saying these things existed in the world, and we're glad that they don't anymore. And we
I'm so glad.
We hope for things. We hope to bring more.
The problem is they still do. That's the problem. They still exist. Like, people are still doing that shit. The fuck is okay? Maybe that's next episode. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't have any more Talking Heads documentaries to talk about, guys.
We really need to bring some awareness to some of these things, just so we can say, "Hey, that's not cool. Don't do that stuff anymore or ever." Like, we want to. This is what I hope personally for the world, and hopefully, I imagine you guys also agree. You guys can't hear it, but I am playing the outro music. But I think that the world.
All of a
If we
sudden, he
could-
just stops talking. It's like, wait.
If we could bring less suffering, if we could reduce the suffering in the world in every possible way, that is to just every action, anything you do, just ask yourself, is this going to be better or worse for the world? And hopefully you say better, and hopefully that'll add up and be cumulative. I would hope that for everybody.
That's
Anyway, that's been
That
the
was pretty
Stone
good.
Rolls.
I feel like that was pretty good.
that's good.
That's pretty, yeah. We all agree here at the Stoning Rolls. You could follow us on Patreon at Stoning Rolls Podcast.
I'm just imagining it's like a black screen by now because you said the outro music was playing. So I don't know what's happening anymore.
I'm just trying to go out on a high note, on a positive note, and please,
Just
find it in
slide
your
whistle
heart
sound
How long
effects
can
the
we
whole
keep the
time.
ending
We wouldn't
to-
know.
We love y'all. We have a fun time, and I hope you're having a fun time listening to us, having a fun time with you. And we'll be back next week, and keep on.
Thank you, Judella, Lil Fox,
Yeah.
Sandra.
Thank you, cheese bags.
all the cheese bags out there. We love you. Peace, love, and harmony. See you next time.
Are those our names?
Yeah.
Which one?
My name is Harmony. I don't know who.
I want to be Pete.
I got it. Yeah. Oh, you're sticking me with love?
I'll stick you with love.
Good lord.
Are we out?
No.
Good night.